Graham Ezzy with a nice little aerial from the previous heat, just getting a little practice in. Motoko Sato, her first wave.
Okay, this is her entering the scoring realm here. One snap into it already with perfect wave positioning. That's, I think, her greatest attribute from the get-go when I started watching her sail. Wave positioning. Awareness. She's actually sailing right back where she was when she was winning.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She's sailing better than I've seen her sail in a really long time. Really sailing well.
There's the former Cane Fields behind us.
So it is a women's semi, correct? One heat of women, 2 heat of men, we were told. Okay.
You know what? I'll go find out.
This is not a final. Or is it? It is. It is. This is the final, man. Yeah, I'm calling it. Women's final. Erpenstein and Ruano Moreno, Sato, Offringa. And this is none other than Ruano Moreno batting it. Wow. The Hokipa invasion, you guys. The locals have been invaded by the out-of-towners. Not a single Hokipa local in this final. And it's a huge upset, really. It's what it is. I do not consider it a surprise that either of these women, any of these women, are in the final. Erpenstein is in first. And let me tell you something. Somebody who's been riding a little momentum is her. And this is just how it goes. We have Moreno in first now on the screen, however. Erpenstein looks pretty much in second as far as my screen is showing. And there we have it. Erpenstein in third. This is how it rolls, you guys. We definitely watch these scores roll in and the rankings change. Ruano Moreno in relative command here with a 7.5, and that was her first wave that you saw.
Yeah.
Here goes Sato with a 3.5, well-ridden wave, just not a really big wave. And here comes her second score. So she'll settle her tally here.
She makes a corner, and she's going to make it all the way through the channel. She just recovered this wave really well. Not a big wave, but it's going to bump her way up there for having 2 scores. As you can see, Motoko down in the water, no wind down there. She's just letting the current pull her back into the channel. Great view for the spectators on the hill. This is what people get to see every day when they drive by Hokipa. If they want to stop and have a little picnic, sit up on top of the hill, you're literally sitting like stadium 50-yard line. Floor seats at the basketball game.
No doubt about it. And even on a regular sailing day, you know, with the full pack out, it's an amazing spectacle. I find myself watching every now and then, just in between sessions, and catching a glimpse at the arena that this place is. It's phenomenal.
It really is.
It's really one of the most unique spots on the planet. It breaks 100 different ways. We've already seen all the different faces it can show in the course of this first opening day here. And you're just looking at the position battles here. Erpenstein now relegated to 4th place with the 4. Offringa 5.12, Sato 6.25, and you know the consummate competitor here, Iballa Ruano Moreno 7.5, finds herself with a little bit of that training down at the point paying off in between those heats. Obviously,
yes, it really
look
has.
at what that did. It's just instant adjustment. Super impressive to see, and not surprised. Not surprised. And it's 12 minutes and change to go here. Lots to play for. Women's final on tap.
Erpenstein on a nice wave.
Erpenstein on a really nice wave, and she's in full control of the situation. She can position herself wherever she wants. And she's going to punch in her ticket right around midsection at the point with a critical section coming up a little too deep. And she's not going to care. I'm going to applaud that effort.
That was good.
The graceful swan dive that looked like, kind of. Tossed the rig into a back loop off the lip. And you know what? She hit that thing, Rob, and just got disconnected. But right upon hitting, that was a massive effort from her.
It really was. And I'll guarantee you she learned from it, that she probably thinks I shouldn't have let go. I've probably gone down the line. I might have had a big maneuver. I'll guarantee she learned from that. As Sarah-Quita sets up, she's going to backdoor to point wave. And she decides not to. She's going to tack out of it. Good move.
Erpenstein with the angular. But look what the highline sets up. Okay, I'll go for that. And if she just didn't kick out the back foot as much.
Yeah, exactly.
If it just had stayed under her, she would have skied that whole section.
Oh, she's definitely would.
You know what? She's showing me right now that if she sailed here like full time, she would be like right there. She's already right there. But she'd be right there. Oh, Sarah-Quita.
Oh, she's got
slowly crawling in to meet you. Oh, here we go. H-Poco. Let's let it flow.
Oh, nice off the top by Sarah-Quita.
I like it a lot. That second hit. Aggressive. Here's Iballa.
It's actually a really strong heat. I didn't realize it, but it's... Okay, Motoko Sato kicking out. Just under 10 minutes, 9:30 left in this heat. Wind's turned really offshore as he's can see that now Motoko's just getting into the wind line. Okay, we haven't had our scores updated yet, but it should be coming shortly. As you guys can see, the wind has kind of moved offshore a bit.
Erpenstein is just nipping on Sato's heels, and she's really not that far from Moreno either. It's flipping around. You know, Offringa here, to me, the math says that she's actually yeah, we got to let a few more scores drop here, Rob.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we're far from being able to call this right now. I'm going to stop looking at the scores, but I mean, to me, the most to play for here, definitely Offringa. You know, the world title equation is down to Moreno and Offringa here. Erpenstein's definitely in the mix as well. You're looking at that right now.
Okay.
Here's Sato. And let's just take in this moment here. Motoko Sato on such a nice wave. Definitely getting her bottom turned down. Moving past this translucent green-blue section. Beautiful turn. These are just postcard moments when they come together.
Yeah, they are.
And that will end her ride with 7:30 to go. Sarah-Quita Offringa right now, I'm very intrigued. Forget the scores. But between Moreno and Offringa, there's a world title equation at stake here. Without knowing the exact numbers, I can tell you that with a fair amount of certainty. Can Sarah-Quita fend off Ruana Moreno, or is it the other way around, really? Right now, Ruana Moreno is trying to fend off Sarah-Quita in terms of this heat. But Offringa is trying to fend off Ruana Moreno in terms of the world title conversation.
I think so.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the difference between first and fourth is the difference between Ruana Moreno taking the top spot away from Sarah-Quita. I'll just go ahead and say that's probably the case too. However, the scores just updated, and now we'll talk about scores again, because Offringa's in the lead ahead of Ruana Moreno by a whisker or so, 10.57 to 7.5. Erpenstein sits in fourth with a 6, and Sato has a 7.38. Clock winding down, 6 and change. Wind winding down, 8 knots, maybe 10 on a gust. It's getting less and less. 4:37 on a beautiful Hawaiian afternoon. Kai Kachadorian and Rob Funk bringing it to you live. We have a combined 100,000 years of experience at Hokipa. We have lived through the dinosaur ages. We're still here, and we're still gonna be here.
I ain't going nowhere.
What does a dinosaur do when he? Yeah. Anyway. Listen, Mercedes-Benz, thank you so much for sponsoring this epic, historical, traditional event to the island of Maui, the Aloha Classic 2019. Thank you again, Mercedes-Benz, for sponsoring this, and we are very thankful to be here ourselves as we make it through the final stage of day one. Rob, high five, dude.
What a day.
Man.
Great opening day.
Great opening day. Thank you for tuning in live, everybody far away and near. I'm sure there's people watching the live stream that live down in Kuau right now. But, that's great. I've heard a lot of good feedback about the broadcast today. It's been a fantastic opening day for competition here. We've got to see a lot of action, a lot of down moments. It's a contest.
Exactly. It has everything you ask for.
It has everything you ask for. The judges have done a great job. I salute Duncan Coombs for all the decisions he's made. A really, tough call to postpone there. Obviously, no choice in the matter. And here we are. We've made it through what we feel is at least all the way through the women. We've got 2 more heats of men. Apparently, we will see what that decision is momentarily. 4 minutes and change to go in this one. As you see, Offringa in first place, Ruana Moreno in second place, Sato in third place, and Erpenstein, who has to just be thrilled to be in this final.
I guarantee she is.
Thrilled. They're all thrilled. The 3 of those to her left have been in finals at Hokipa. This is a legacy moment for Lina Erpenstein. Super proud of you, Lina. Great job. Really awesome. Here we go. Big west set kind of rolling in low. And it's going to have it to itself.
Is this Moreno?
It's more.
No, it's Erpenstein.
Erpenstein.
Oh, she could see.
Wow. She found something here, but she's going to tack out because she's not far enough wind enough for it.
Now, Sato.
Now, Sato with a difference maker, good size wave here. These are the exchanges, man. You don't see them coming, but there is a west set that just snuck through the lineup. Sato's on it. Here she goes, Motoko Sato, one-time Aloha Classic winner. Beautiful hit.
Oh, beautiful hit.
Full contact, full effect. There is a corduroy stack of waves coming in after this. Here goes Ruana Moreno, busy as a bee. Beautiful bottom turn. A lot of surf style with her. She's doing a lot of surf in there. Beautiful bottom turn and cut back there. I like that. Here comes the money hit. Bam! And she makes it. Here comes Erpenstein. Excellent wave there. Quintessential bottom turn. Good memory for this campaign.
And
a little bit out the back. And unfortunately, she's not going to be able to harvest the rest of this epic set that comes in, but Sarah-Quita will.
Oh, Sarah's got a beautiful wave.
Here comes Sarah-Quita. Take it away, Rob.
So Sarah, bottom turn, not quite to the bottom, but a great turn, perfect turn. Come up and she's going to hit this aerial. Nice hit. She's going to come back through. unbelievably good wave. That's going to probably seal it for her, in my opinion. But
She's got to feel good about it, even though she pearls right at the end. Hukipa wins again.
I think they're going to give it a score, though. On that.
The score is one thing.
Yeah.
But Hukipa will remind you who's in control.
Yeah, exactly. We've all been humbled, thinking you just did something good, and next thing you know, you're swimming.
You know, more than that, too, Rob. You know, in a heat where you can't find a wave, someone's looking, and it happens. And, you know, it's all good.
Okay,
It's 1 minute and 24 seconds. You know, it'll be a water start contest at this point. Maybe enough wind to get out and get one more. That did seem to be the essence of that exchange.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get another wave out of this heat. But these girls could tack on something. But they got to get up first. Under a minute left in this heat. This is going to probably be it. Yes, gang, I think we're going to be calling it a day here.
I haven't heard anything. I'm not going to make any assumptions. I know Duncan steers a tight ship here, though. Looking at the course of the wind here, it's going to do one of two things: die completely or come back with one more burst. This was that first little bit of it dying. 4:45 and 18 seconds left in this heat. Will someone make it out before the heat ends? Is there any point to this? No. Lina Erpenstein has absorbed the lesson. She is heading in. These two are going to be left to deal with their ordeal in the channel, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Oh, thump.
Yes, that is the end of this heat. Yeah.
Here we go with the recap.
And here we go. This is a great opening wave for Motoko Sato. Good return. Then you got Sarah-Quita, the winner of this heat. She's having a great combination wave turns. Motoko again.
Motoko putting on a really good show here, as all these women did. And you would be challenged to come up with these four women at the beginning of the day, that these would be the women in the final. But you know what? At the same time, it's not a surprise. They're all equally talented. Here goes Ruana Moreno again. The recap and super edge work. We're going to talk to Duncan Coombs here really quickly, a little bit about some insight on the scoring and in that heat in particular, but we can take it from there. Thank you, Rob. All right, so
Kai.
Great job today, Duncan.
Cheers, yeah.
Good show as usual. You held the course. A couple raw moments, we'll call them, you know, the cancellation being one of them.
Yeah, it does happen. Squally conditions at Hukipa, a bit of rain, and you get no wind afterwards. Been here before. So talking about the final, I mean, I think one thing to say is Iballa did not hold back.
No.
If she'd have landed that aerial, she'd have got a 10, I think. That was probably the most radical.
It was big, and yeah, I mean, I've been actually pretty impressed with Erpenstein.
Yeah.
Who kind of trucked through here. Maybe the surprise contestant in the final.
Exactly. I think the lower bracket in the women's was an easier draw with the seeding, I thought. And but she sailed good. Congratulations to her for making it to the final.
Absolutely.
On port tack, she is way better. So, yeah, she'll be stoked with her performance. But, I mean, Sarah-Quita taking the win there. She was solid all day.
Solid all day.
Solid all day.
I found that Sarah-Quita has a newfound aggression off the top, Duncan.
Yeah.
She's
got a great hack.
Yeah, hack is just there.
She puts the board on its rail. I mean, there wasn't really, for me, anything between Sarah-Quita and Iballa. I mean, Iballa with her surfing knowledge, you know, she looks great on the wave. And like I said, I think she would have smashed the final had she have landed that one aerial, but she didn't. So
well, fair play.
That's competition.
That's how it goes. Now, briefly to the men, you know, the early rounds, they don't really quite tell the script. I've been obviously paying very close attention to a couple riders. The Gramezi performance when you ride 2 waves in a heat.
Well, there you go. That's wave selection. They stayed out the back for a long, long time. There was waves coming through underneath them.
Absolutely.
Unridden.
Yeah.
2 to 3 foot waves unridden. Ricardo played a safe game. He took a few smaller waves and got scores on the board, and got his second place. He's through,
Yeah, I hope you guys had an easier time spotting Ricardo than I did on all the varying gear that he was using.
Yeah,
all these different colors. You guys did a better job than me. I
Yeah.
botched that whole heat. I was calling Girardi and all that.
Got a great style, though.
Yeah, we're good.
His cutbacks were, really nice and stylish, really throwing the tail out. But Graham, he packed a load of turns, didn't he, into a small space.
Super impressive with that. Anyway, we're going to watch the day recap of the whole day. Sit here with me, Duncan, as we give it a bit of a look. We can look at the body of work that we have here at the Mercedes-Benz 2019 Aloha Classic. Siver's rail work, Duncan.
Yeah, Siver going through. I don't know what Donnell's going to think now. I think he's got a pretty tough heat there at the bottom of the draw in the men's second round.
All this stuff popping up off the chart.
And Brown in that last heat.
Oh, yeah. And there's Kai Lenny, of course, who put on an absolute performance.
Absolutely ripping.
We're not going to talk enough about Kai Lenny here.
Yeah, he's looking solid enough to take the victory here, I believe. Whether he can put it together
Takara Ishii as well has had a great day.
Yeah. I've seen this kid sailing in the IWT events, and he rips.
Yep, Stilrick having a good go. Everybody getting a little bit of play here.
Yeah, so Stilrick from Pozo, showing us that he can sail starboard tack pretty well.
Sure.
I was quite impressed with him. Chapuis there, Miguel Chapuis, another youngster there from our tour, PWA tour, showing potential. And
Runes.
we got there, Runes. Well, yeah, he did some upsets in Silt last year, and he's looking solid on starboard tack.
A Rootkin bashing away.
Yeah, that
Levi
was a
with
close
that
heat with a Rootkin,
Yes,
a
it was.
super close heat.
It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
And Martin with his antics upwind. This is what we can do with windsurfing.
He's a crazy man. Looking good, though, Anton Martin.
Here's this silent, deadly threat. Angela Cochran working her way through those rounds.
Yeah, she was close to the final.
She's getting there. Sarah-Quita, there's that hack.
There's the hack. And that wasn't the best one we've seen in the
it was
day,
not.
for sure.
Tatiana had a standout day.
Yeah, what she said, she's pregnant, yeah?
I didn't know that.
Is she? I think she is. She's
Well,
out there.
Well, that young'un's had a good ride today.
That young'un's had a great ride, yeah.
Here goes Lina Erpenstein, who also has a good hack to her own credit.
And there he is, Antoine Martin,
Antoine
crazy
Titoun.
Frenchman from Guadeloupe. Look at that.
That was a great
Yeah, aerial into a nice turn there.
The velocity, you have to notice that as the
Straight
judges.
on that wave, wasn't he? But
High speed, low drag. And the first wave from Graham. Rail work, rail to rail.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
off rail.
No, he's packing a lot of turns
It's
in.
crazy.
Maybe not the best wave selection, but
No.
he didn't have much to choose from.
And
I think
Iballa, go ahead.
his second wave, Graham's second
Oh,
wave,
yes,
the
yeah.
first hack he did was
That
probably
was big time. I
threw
agree.
buckets of water.
The women have been taking note.
Yeah,
you
the
saw
last
these last
wave-
turns from Iballa.
The last wave there from
all
Iballa,
this stuff.
just showing her surfy style. Yeah, really nice.
Great stuff. Duncan, thanks a lot.
Hey,
We look
nice
forward
one, Kyle.
to it.
See you
It's
tomorrow,
just getting
yeah.
started here at the 2019 Mercedes-Benz Aloha Classic.
That's
The
it.
waves are rolling in. Pray for wind, you guys. Thanks for staying with us here. Okay. Stay tuned for the awards presentation for the women.
Single elimination.
Single elimination.
Yeah, there's
coming
more to
right
come.
up.
More to come from the women.
All right,
I'm
here we
sure.
go. Stay tuned, you guys. Aloha.
Thank you.